Scene script. Have you ever wondered how safe your digital presence really is? In the vast expanse of the internet, where data is the new gold, there exists a realm that constantly works behind the scenes to protect this precious resource. This realm is known as cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, in its simplest form, is the practice of safeguarding our digital world. It's like a digital knight in shining armor, protecting our data, systems, networks, and programs from the relentless onslaught of digital attacks. Consider this. Every time you log into your social media account, send an email, make a digital payment, or even just browse the internet, you're sending out data packets into the digital ether. Now imagine if these data packets were intercepted, manipulated, or stolen. The consequences could range from minor inconveniences to devastating financial losses, and in some cases, even pose threats to national security. That's where cybersecurity steps in, tirelessly working to ensure that our digital interactions remain secure and private. It's a dynamic field that evolves constantly, staying one step ahead of those with malicious intent who are always on the lookout for ways to exploit vulnerabilities. The importance of cybersecurity cannot be overstated in this digital age. As we become more reliant on digital platforms for everything from communication and commerce to entertainment and education, the need to protect our digital assets becomes paramount. We need it to safeguard our personal information, protect sensitive business data, and secure national infrastructure systems. At its core, cybersecurity is about risk management. It's about identifying potential threats, understanding the damage they could cause, and implementing strategies to prevent, mitigate, or recover from these attacks. It's a complex, multifaceted discipline that requires a deep understanding of technology, human behavior, and business processes. But remember this, cybersecurity is not just about technology, it's about people and processes too. It's about creating a culture of security where everyone understands the value of data and the importance of protecting it. So cybersecurity is not just a concept, it's a necessity in today's world. Cybersecurity isn't a singular entity, it's a vast field with a wide-reaching scope. Now, when we talk about the scope of cybersecurity, we are referring to the sheer breadth of areas it covers. It's an umbrella term that encompasses the protection of personal data, corporate data, and governmental data. Let's break this down a bit. Personal data protection is all about safeguarding individuals' private information. This could be anything from your email password to your credit card details. In the age of the internet, where our lives are increasingly digitized, this has never been more crucial. Then we have corporate data protection. This involves securing the vast amounts of data that businesses collect, store, and process. It could be customer data, financial information, or proprietary research. Without proper cybersecurity measures in place, businesses run the risk of data breaches, which can lead to severe financial losses and damage to their reputation. Next, we move to governmental data protection. This is about safeguarding a nation's classified information, critical infrastructure, and public services from potential cyber threats. A successful cyber attack on a nation's infrastructure could disrupt essential services, cause economic turmoil, and even pose a threat to national security. But the scope of cybersecurity doesn't stop there. It's a dynamic field, constantly evolving to meet the increasing threat of cyber attacks. As technology advances, so do the techniques used by cyber criminals. This means that cybersecurity professionals are always on their toes, developing new strategies and tools to counter these threats. Furthermore, as we continue to connect more and more devices to the internet, from our phones to our cars, and even our refrigerators, the number of potential entry points for cyber criminals is skyrocketing. This, in turn, expands the scope of cybersecurity even further. In conclusion, cybersecurity is not just about protecting our computers or networks. It's about safeguarding our digital lives in their entirety, from personal data to national security. The scope of cybersecurity is ever expanding, much like the digital world itself. Diving deeper into cybersecurity, we find a multitude of specialized fields. Each one is a unique facet, an essential piece of the complex puzzle that forms this expansive domain. Let's take a moment to explore some of these fields. First on our list is network security. This field is all about protecting the integrity of any network, both internal and external. Its primary responsibility is to safeguard against unauthorized intrusion, misuse, malfunction, modification, or even destruction. Network security professionals are the gatekeepers, ensuring that the fortress walls of our digital networks remain impregnable. Next, we have application security. This field focuses on keeping software and devices free of threats. A compromised application could provide access to the data it's designed to protect. Thus, application security is about discovering, fixing, and enhancing the security of applications. It's a constant battle against the malicious code that hackers use to exploit software. Another critical field is information security, often referred to as InfoSec. This field is centered around protecting the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data, both in transit and at rest. InfoSec professionals work tirelessly to ensure that precious data doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Then there's operational security, or OPSEC. This field involves the processes and decisions for handling and protecting data assets. It's about identifying the assets that need protection and implementing strategies to protect them. Operational security professionals are like the strategists on the cybersecurity battlefield. The next field we're looking at is disaster recovery and business continuity. These are two sides of the same coin, both dealing with how an organization responds to a cybersecurity incident. Disaster recovery focuses on how to quickly recover from an incident, while business continuity is about ensuring that the organization can continue operating during and after an incident. It's about planning for the worst and hoping for the best. Last but not least, we have end-user education. This field is all about awareness and training. It's about making sure everyone in an organization understands the principles of cybersecurity and their role in maintaining it. After all, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Each of these fields, though distinct, works in harmony with the others. Together, they form a comprehensive security strategy, a holistic approach to protecting our digital world. They are the components of a formidable machine, each part working together to form a more robust and resilient whole. Each field plays a crucial role in forming the bulwark against cyber threats. With such a broad spectrum, the career opportunities in cybersecurity are plentiful. In the world where data is the new oil, the demand for cybersecurity professionals is skyrocketing. They are the guardians of the digital world, protecting sensitive information from cyber threats. Various roles exist in this field, each with its own unique challenges and rewards. First up, we have the security analyst. These individuals are like the detectives of cybersecurity. They analyze and assess vulnerabilities in the infrastructure, investigate any incidents, and recommend enhancements to ensure maximum security. Next, there's the security engineer. This role is about building and maintaining robust security systems. They are the architects of defense, constructing the fortress that keeps valuable data safe from cyber threats. Then we have the security architect. They design complex security structures and ensure their proper implementation. They're the masterminds who plan out the entire security landscape for an organization. Now, let's talk about forensic investigators. When a cybercrime occurs, these are the individuals who step in. They analyze the crime scene, track down the culprits, and gather evidence for legal proceedings. There's also the role of an incident responder. They're the emergency services of the cyber world. When a cyber attack happens, they jump into action, mitigating the damage and restoring systems to normal function. Lastly, we have security consultants. They are the advisors, providing companies with guidance on how to improve their security posture and policies. They help organizations stay one step ahead of the hackers. The demand for these roles is growing exponentially. As technology evolves, so does the sophistication of cyber threats, and so, the need for skilled cybersecurity professionals continues to rise. Whether you're a problem solver, a strategic thinker, or someone who loves to stay one step ahead, there's a role in cybersecurity for you. It's a field that offers not just a job, but a mission to safeguard the digital world. Cybersecurity offers a promising and rewarding career path for those willing to rise to the challenge. In a nutshell, cybersecurity is a vital aspect of our digital lives. It's an enthralling landscape of protection and defense that's as diverse as it is dynamic. It's about safeguarding our digital information, our identities, and our online interactions. It's the armor that shields us against the constant barrage of threats in the digital world. Think back to the vast scope we've covered, from securing personal data and corporate secrets to national security. It's an inclusive field with a wide range of specializations, from ethical hacking to digital forensics, and from network security to software development. And remember, this field isn't just about warding off threats, it's also about opportunities. With the right skills and passion, you can forge a rewarding career in cybersecurity. There's a world of potential waiting for you in this challenging and ever-evolving field. Remember, in the digital world, cybersecurity isn't just about protection, it's about creating a safer environment for everyone.